सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, महायोगी स्वामी उमानंद सरस्वती की जय. Hello friends. I don't know, some days ago, maybe in 2010, I had written some poems, and they are in a book titled A Prophetic Life of Priya. Uma is my Guru's name and Priya is the dear one. So I looked upon myself as the dear one of my Gurudev. And there are some very beautiful poems that have been composed by me in 2010. They are in this book and it is available on Amazon. So those who wish to pick it up, please do it. It is A Prophetic Life of Priya by Dr. Radhikanand, Swami Radhikanand. So, but I would like to read them out to you. Somehow, somehow I've been wanting to read these poems, and I'm going to read them out to you. It's like my spiritual journey in form of poems. The title is Golden Path. Yes, it is Kundalini Yoga, the way I experienced in my life. So, should I begin? I hope you all love it. Okay. I found a path, a beautiful path. I found a path, a beautiful path, a golden path I shall name. For strangely enough, this led me on to golden days every day. As I walk upon this path, light plays great games. Whenever I see dark corners, light fills them in strange ways. The golden days do not stop. The golden days do not stop, and strangely enough, no nights follow them, nor traces of dark evenings are seen upon this golden way. I hardly wait for the golden days, as they come on their own every day. Friends, this yoga has led me to a state probably which is blissful every moment. Hear them and see if you like to experience them. Second poem. I found this path when I was 7. I was 7-year-old. I walked since then, yet ended it hasn't. The road has not ended. Oh, no, I'm not tired. For if I wish to stop, a beautiful house is found right near. But I feel many more secrets the path may have to share. So I don't want to stop, nor do I wish to wait at every gate. It's a beautiful journey. I'm coming to poem number 3. Once I met a holy saint. His smile was rare and wizened. I stopped to talk. To learn from him of what lay ahead. But he only blessed and said to me, keep moving on, don't let time slip away. For it's a path to discover oneself. To describe I shall fail, but you will have upon this path all that you need to live. For it is a golden path that takes you away from death. Friends, my heart is so happy today that my happiness is not fitting into me. it wants to sort of surround me and surround everyone. I hope you all enjoy it with me. Poem number 4. From the time I was seen, I walked by this path and chose to live by it. I played and sat whenever wished. I slept upon it when body needed sleep. As my youth passed by and 60s arrived, I'm 77 today, surprisingly with feeling of youth again. One thing is sure, my life bears similarity with golden path, for both of us are filled with golden days. Friends, try it. It's worth knowing the world in its best way and getting the best out of the world and developing the best in you. It's a beautiful path. Poem number 5. I have many stories to share, more than 100 maybe. Instead of Arabian Nights, let me call them golden days. Yes, you could read one every day and sleep upon it to find out if you too could experience similarly. Trust me, each story will be strange. Each morning will add a smile to your face. For these are stories, but real and filled with bliss and wonder. Call them mystic or strange or interesting if you wish, but I shall remember them as golden days. Poem 6. I was good at dancing. As a child, of course, I was good at dancing. Maybe they were just movements of hands and legs. But I remember it clear. One day I was taken to dance upon the stage. I was unwell and feverish. For day was festive, I had to dance. I danced and fell upon the stage as I was weak. Next moment I got up, as if the fall was a part of the dance for me, and smiled as the audience nodded approvingly. At the end of the program, I was called the Morning Star. Yes, friends, I have received a title as a Morning Star. And I was presented with a silver cup that shined, and my memory wants to store it as a golden day, for I had learnt to rise. My eyes are full of tears now. I know, I just recall those moments. Friends, by the grace of my Gurudev, at the age of 77, I really feel I have enjoyed a fulfilled life. Maybe because of my Guru, my path, let's hope, or my fate. We go to poem 7. Each child is blessed by a lovely mother. Yes, and so was I. But strangely enough, one more mother claimed me as hers. But this needed no Simon laws, for they both loved me, same, and shared me along willingly. She was my aunt. She had no issue, and my father had allowed her to express her motherly affection for me. If my mother was gracious to share me with her, the other was there when I needed care. And if birth one gave, to live taught the other. Of course, as years passed by, both of them handed me over to my godmother, Mahayogi Umananda Saraswati, who not only took me into care but has made me like her. For I met her upon this golden path, which I said had secrets umpteen. One of them is, you tend to be like me. You tend to be like one who shows you this way. Yes, now people associate my name with my Gurudev's name. That is the greatest compliment given to me. Okay, we move on to poem number 8. One day I lost my pet. Upon the path by which I walked every day, when I meditated, where could it have gone? In a flash, I saw a lady's face. She had come to me the previous day, claiming my pet as hers, and had tried to grab my pet, leaving failingly, had a look saying, "You shall pay." I traced her home for my pet, for lady of fame she was. And as I approached her house, adamantly she stood, blocking my way. I knew that she was powerful, but my golden path had angels around. I called my pet by its name, and soon the pet slipped and came. I said nothing, nor did the lady stop. I left with my pet back to my golden path, with the lady powerful standing there as she watched. Some of the very scary moments in my life, but my Gurudev had set all angels around me. So I have been protected always, always. Poem number 9. Men in uniforms have their own bent, stick they carry to show their strength and to show their strength. Such a police station I had one day to visit. Some vagabond had surrounded me, but policemen were merely watching. The rogues sharpened their moustache and blazed their eyes. For a second I felt weak, but soon I heard a voice. Your beads are stronger than their sticks. Yes, the holy beads I wear. Your prayer to me might be enough to lower their eyes. I did as I was asked by the voice of the Lord. Ruffian amongst us started sweating a lot. What he saw in me, I wondered not, but he left next moment, and with him left all. Uniform now looked surprised to see me in control with a smile. They asked, why did the people leave? I said, I do not know why they did. They wondered if I were blessed truly. They asked me to leave. I smiled, for I knew where man-made law went wrong, the golden law was by me. Friends, on earth we have many friends. Have friendship with one supreme who exists in an unseen world. You choose your God. You choose your friend. But have one friend from the other world. Yes, I have my friend in the form of my Guru, Mahayogi Umananda Saraswati. Poem number 10. Justice I needed once. Not that I had committed crime, but sometimes, though least responsible, one may find oneself at court's mercy. It was to another town, a distant court, I was asked to go. With no friends there and powerful to oppose, I was hesitant all the more. But as I reached, two faces unknown I met, those who were Chief of Justice and Law. They smiled and said, "We know you well, and we know your family too. You may leave." I knew at dark corners of this golden path, light strangely had once again come in form. This was one light which took care of me whenever darkness frightened me, and I moved on. Friends, I just love my Guru. That is the best thing in the world one can have, is have a Guru. The world will always be there, that a Guru is going to see you through it. Poem number 11. I was once short of money. I was once short of money, and the need was big, too big. I wondered how I could handle this. Just then, a person visited me. He was a stranger in my land and needed some place for a short time. He offered to pay just the amount I needed, and I guessed this was an arrangement made by him. My God, I had a place to offer, and he had the money for me. The golden day, which could have had its first night, stopped in time. Again the day was bright. The golden path had showed me no night. Strangely again, stranger walked in with a light. Poem number 12. At night one day I heard a knock. At night one day I heard a knock, and a voice familiar I heard talk. I opened the door and saw a gang forcing me to pay a gruesome amount. My feet trembled, but thank God, check I found, and I signed and gave to make them leave, and they were gone. Next moment, I knelt upon this golden path with shaken mind and beating heart. My tears must have dampened the soil, and fears must have echoed along, reaching angels upon my path. Next day came forth as strange God came. Law and force for hours I faced, and soon the check was returned. And soon the check was returned, and the gang was rounded. For amongst the men of force, I met a familiar friend, having the voice of Lord. Yes, the very PA of a police commissioner turned out to be a very fond devotee. Poem 13. My golden path I'd never want to leave, for what it gave me, none could give. Where law failed, justice it brought for me. Where darkness filled, light followed instantly. When opposition I met, it sided me. When money was needed, there was umpteen of it. Whenever health teased me, knowledge prompted new tricks. When challenges I faced, ideas emerged so right that overcoming them was never a plight. Instead, I found myself at greater heights. This path is long, lifelong, but never tiresome one feels upon. It has turns and ups and downs, but upon this path, never lost is one. It's like mostly like a spiritual biography. I know. I'm just enjoying reading it, and therefore I'm sharing it with you all. I hope all of you enjoy and understand this part. Poem number 14. One discipline that this path got in me is I meditated every day, and my passion for writing grew, I must say. Today I have 50 books to my credit, thanks to this path. Strangely though, the prompting of inner voice now came as full thoughts, and the poems too were written, and the books were born. I became a mere witness. I became a mere witness to thoughts which emerged all along, and the ink wrote them. I only was amazed to watch. Such are the true joys which this path offers. You speak, you write wonders, knowing it's hardly your creation. For everything merely happens. One merely sees things done. The spirit does the work, and the matter appears as the doer. I have recently submitted my book, one of the masters, Jnaneshwari once again, for a competition. I don't know. I hope I'll be blessed. Just for the mere sake, that wise, yet a chance to read. Poem 15. My writings changed from matters of texts. They took poetic state. Fewer words sufficed now to say what I meant. And even my friends and seekers understood them. I wrote during the morning, and evenings I read them to my friends. Each day the golden that it was, becoming more radiant for me. This path I have found, I feel so blessed. I'd love to walk upon it, for destination itself is the way. Living so by this way has become my passion today. Now life could go along and need not end. Yes, I don't mind continuing living this life for years and years and years together. Of course, and continue serving. One thing I must confess, upon this path, all great ones we meet. Some are ahead whom you follow. Some walk along as you meet. Some look up to you as head. But trust me, each one walks his way. For only angels show this path, is what I have begun to believe. I have met such angels. You too shall meet. Wings they may not have, but they are all higher above thee. The last poem of this golden path. These angels speak very little, but in their presence one is made to think right. And their presence they do not impose, but when they are out of sight, one misses these. These angels I meet every day upon this golden way. Call them saints or seekers, but angels is the word for all. Friends, I don't know if you have enjoyed, but I have enjoyed every minute I have read. I hope this explains to people Kundalini Yoga, the golden path. Thank you so much. This is Swami Radhikananda from Pune.